Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the favorites of 2023. So if you want to see what I absolutely loved and used all the time in 2023, then just keep on watching. I will link the playlist down below to my The Good, The Better review, where I reviewed a lot of products in this year, and these are not all favorites. These are sometimes even products I liked even more or used more. My monthly or somewhat monthly The Good, The Better review is about the products I reviewed and how I like them or not. And if they stay, then that is here now, the question. So I'm happy to talk about everything, and then let's jump right in. Let's start with tools though. I feel like tools are essential for your work, especially if you like how to apply your product, if you have something that is really amazing to help you with achieving the look you want in your mind. And I do have a few tools I absolutely love, so let's jump right in. And first of all are these Shein sponges. These are just powder puffs. Listen, they are so like powder puffs, nothing special even, but I did enjoy that they come like in a box. We have like a variety of shades, and I do have to say I use them with my loose powders and I like them quite a lot. So definitely a favorite of the year because I use them the whole year or since I got them, and I absolutely love them. Others are my sponges, and I do have one that is a little bit dried out, but I absolutely love the Pawpaw sponges by Shop Miss A. I bought, I think, 2 sets of 6 or something like this, and I use them all the time, all year long, and I absolutely love them. They expanded. This is a dry sponge from yesterday because I don't have a new one, so I had to use my brushes, which I don't enjoy for foundation, say it like this, but I absolutely love these. I have backups of these as well because Shop Miss A is a little bit more difficult to get or to ship to Europe. So I absolutely love this. Again, use them all year long, and I think since last year, and I absolutely love this, so highly recommend, especially for the price, just saying. Let's talk brushes. I had tons and tons of brushes this year, I feel like, that came to my collection or new to my collection, and I do absolutely like the Shein brushes or the dupes, let me tell you. But listen, they are amazing quality, but they don't stand out as much as these do. Listen. These are the Cinch Beauty brushes. The Cinch Beauty is by Angelina Nyquist. If you know, you know. Love her. 2 pieces. And she released this year, I think, set of brushes. All of them were eye brushes. She now released new brushes, also face brushes, which I will probably get somewhere in the next year. And I absolutely love these. I use them since I got them, and I feel like they are amazing quality. I do love to work with them, and I do like the shapes. We do have, again, let me try, so let me do it like this. We do have a bigger brush, blending brush. We do have 2 like blending brushes as well that are a little bit smaller and even smaller, and then we do have 2 flat brushes, one with a tip and one with a round like end. Absolutely love these. Again, use them since I got them. They wash really nicely. I never have any problems with these, even though I was a little bit like, ooh, hopefully they hold up, but listen, they hold amazingly. The other ones are, or the ones I used quite a bit, are these. These all are Rephr brushes. I got this year the mini versions as well because there was a limited edition, I feel like, where we even get smaller brushes or bigger brushes, which I did not buy. I bought just the smaller brushes. That this one, by the way, is the 13 mini. I do also own the 13, and you can see like the mini is on top, and then there is the small. I also have the 14 mini and the 15 mini. This was a set. I bought a set from them where we also had like the 1 and 2 mini, I feel like. Amazing. I absolutely like these brushes a lot. Also, last year's favorites are still favorites, just saying. So if I don't explicitly talk about them, they are still a favorite. And then let's go to the one I feel like skincare product I have in this, and this is, by the way, the Pixi Rose Flush Balm. It's like, you can tell it's empty. I do have to repurchase. I just didn't have the time so far. And this is a 3-in-1, a moisturizer, primer or mask. I did enjoy that, like putting on as just a regular moisturizer underneath my SPF, and it worked amazingly. I didn't have any problems. I felt like with my makeup, I felt like my skin was plumped and pretty. And again, you could use this as well as a primer or as a mask if you liked to. So yeah, love that. If you can't even tell, like, really enjoyed this. Let's go to face products or base products, if you will. I don't have a specific foundation or powder in this category. I liked a lot. I do used mostly for my 23 and 23 the Lancome foundation. To be honest, it's a good foundation. I wear it today. It's not my favorite though, you know what I mean? It's really nice, but it's not my favorite. But I absolutely loved the Superstay Maybelline Superstay concealer, and this is in the shade 05. I wearing this today. It is really nice. It's not a full coverage, like cancel out everything concealer for me, but I feel like it is really nice. It is really like thin. It covers though. It's like, I would say a medium to light coverage depending on how much product you're using. And this stuff is not creasing at all. Even with my mature under eyes, I absolutely love this. I really love this. This is also in my 23 and 23. So I've definitely used this quite a lot. And to be honest, absolutely loved it. Let's go to brow products, because brows are important, and I do have 3 products I absolutely love. One is a favorite, I think last year as well, or not, I'm not sure about this to be honest, but this is the Glamshop brow powder. The only throwback with this powder is that there are just 3 shades, and I do have number 2, and this one is a more, I would not say warmer tone, but number 3, which I had as well, which I throw down twice. This is more of a taupey shade, and this one is a little bit warmer, even not as warm as I would love this. Again, and there's one blonde shade, but you can definitely tell I use this quite a lot. At the moment, I'm totally into like powder brows, and I like them so much. So I use this the whole year. I love this. And then I also used it in conjunction with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This one is my new one. It's an auburn. I had ash brown, and I absolutely love this. This like stuff was, I think I used this 2 years, and it got like just now that I had to declutter it. But again, I absolutely love this. So if you buy this, you probably have it for at least 2 years. At least I had. And I absolutely love this. And then another product I really enjoyed. It's not like the most exciting product. It's just the brow gel. But this is the NYX brow gel. And this is the brow glue in medium brown. Don't feel though that this is like giving off the best pigmentation. To be honest, I have it on my brows today. I feel like it has like a slight tint, if you will. So I would not like wear this alone for the color, let's say it like this. But I really enjoyed this as well. So this one is also a favorite. I'm trying to do categories, so let's hop right in. If I go into my face routine, I would go with bronzer and contour. And listen, guys, do I have to say more? This is the Peri Pera, let me see. It's the Inky shading in 03 Hazel Gray. I panned and used up 2 of these in 2023, and I think also 22. I'm pretty sure about that as well. But listen, this is amazing. It normally has 3 colors, which it does not have at the moment, of course, because these are like empty ones. I did not repurchase because I have, you will see another product I'm using at the moment, and I'm getting next year also another YesStyle product where we do have also contours. So I did not repurchase this at the moment, but I was living off of it. If you are pale as me or even paler, I loved this. You could go a little bit deeper because there were 3 colors in here, or you could go lighter as well. I felt like this was not too gray, but it also not was too warm. So I really, really enjoyed that. And to be honest, the most times I use powders because it's quite easy, and I like to be easy for that reason in my makeup routine. So that's why I probably have a lot of powder products here. And again, I just enjoy them. I know I have favorites as well in my cream product category. Again, if you want to see what I liked and loved even, and what quality was amazing, look at the playlist I will blend in. The other product is a bronzer, and the bronzer is by Pat McGrath. This one is her Skin Fetish Divine Bronzer this is the second shade, Nude Honey, which I enjoyed. It is a really neutral bronzer. The first one was a little bit warm toned, and I'm not sure, or also a little bit like light. I mean, I'm not the palest, so I feel like I'm the palest, but I'm pretty not. But you can tell I liked this quite a lot. Really, really a lot. And I do love to use it. I have it on today, and this is amazing. I loved the color because, again, it's more of a neutral shade and do have neutral undertone. So first of all, packaging is also really, really pretty. It is, of course, like drawn to fingerprints. But again, like this a lot. And again, it's one of my favorites. The only thing is like the packaging, like opening is a little bit difficult if you, like I was struggling. But you can tell. Loved it. Will use it again. And I feel like the only cheek products I will mention, because these ones are the ones that stood out to me, are the Kaleidos blushes. Again, I feel like these were a favorite last year as well, and it did not change. I'm sorry for that. It did not change. The 2 colors from I think last year's purchase are these 2, which one of them, this is Sunburned. I think the other is Joyride. I'm not sure. This is a bright corally like shade, and I absolutely love this. Listen, if I did not know, or I didn't have to like use other products, and I feel like this is Joyride if I'm not mistaken, I use these 2 depending on what I felt that day. I used the more nudie shade, or I used the bright pink or the bright coral. And I don't know if you can tell, but there was indeed like a pattern on there, but here's no pattern left. I absolutely love these 2 colors particularly. I do have all 5 shades of these. And again, these 2 are my absolute favorite. I absolutely loved it. Again, the packaging is not the best because, but I think I will maybe like put the name on the mirror. But yeah, both of these, absolutely love these. And then a newer blush that I bought this year because the collection is releasing this year. This one is the Hot Shot blush, and this one I love, not because it's the blush, not the shade, because those blushes were quite pale, and I have Angel Wing. It's a really quite pale color, but this one I like especially because it is a really nice contour shade. I know. Again, Hot Shot is also a really pretty blush. I recommend all of the blushes by Kaleidos, especially this year's collection, more if you're really, really pale. But this one is a really amazing contour shade. I'm wearing it today, and I really, really enjoy it. Again, this is Hot Shot, and again, packaging stunning. Let's come again to basics, and I feel like then we come to other lips and then to palettes, which I do have quite a few. I have 3 products, especially this year, that I used a ton, and I absolutely love them. One, and this is for my daily usage, is I like to not. This is the Huda Beauty Madame Metal Melted Shadow, and this is the shade Private Jet and some Shimmering Sunset. I absolutely loved Private Jet. This one is a stunning, stunning shade. Can tell. Let me swatch that for you. This is so damn pretty, and if you know, you know. I have, like, look at this. Isn't that cute? This is so damn cute. It works amazing as a base, works amazing and on your own. I do struggle with oily eyelids, and my problem is that if I just want to have, like, you know, sometimes you just want to pick up one shadow, put it on, and then go out the door. I normally can't do that because I have oily lids, and if I don't use a primer or something that works, I can't. And normally I have to use a primer, and then defeats the whole purpose, because if I have to use another product, we're in the limbo that we are, where I'm like, listen, if I use another product, then I can also use 5 more products because it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? So I was so thrilled when I got this, and this is amazing. First of all, it's really easy to blend, really easy to work with. It's really opaque if you want to. You can build it up. You can layer it as well. Again, this side is pretty, but I love this side. This side is my favorite. This is working like 12 to 14 hours on my eyelids without setting it, without using something on top, without using something underneath. I absolutely love this. Again, amazing. It slightly crease at the 16-hour mark, but I mean 16 hours, guys, 16. So I am definitely am excited that this is such a pretty shade, and I absolutely love it. And then the other 2 primers or eye primers I use, for example, underneath this look, are these 2. First of all, I rediscovered the Urban Decay Primer Potion this year. I bought it from TK Maxx, and listen, still love it. I mean, listen, it's amazing. Again, perfectly for oily eyelids. And then I think in last year's Santa box, I got the Gloss Gods Dead Space, and I think this is number 3. I am not sure. It's not on the packaging, but I think it's number 3, and I do absolutely love it. I have this on underneath. This one is like the primer potion. This one is the clear one. So that is normally what I use for daily base, where I'm like, listen, clear is fine. You know, I don't need like a color underneath that. It will work as well. And this one I normally use like underneath these looks, where I'm like, I definitely want to cancel out my backdrop of my eyelids. So absolutely both of them really nice. And just a quick shove-in, I also love the Essence Keep It Perfect setting spray. Normally using that for spraying like shimmers. It works amazing. Also, of course, for keeping your makeup fresh, just saying. Let's come to lips products before I jump right into eyeshadows. I do have 4 products to be honest, but for lip care, and these ones are a little bit of a newer discovery, but I really enjoyed them. And these are by P.Louise. One is the Lip Balm. This is in the banana scent. Really enjoyed that. It has one of those like where you just push the product. This is a really like thick product. I do enjoy this though. It's really nice. The only thing I would say dislike, you know what I mean, is that this is a little bit prickly, if you will. It's not too bad that I can't use it, but again, I am really sensitive, so that is probably the problem. If you are not as sensitive, I don't think you will like recognize anything, but again, that's the only thing I don't enjoy as much. But yeah, other than this, really moisturizing, really nice, love it. Then the other 3 products are lip oils, which it was the year of the lip oil. I'm sorry for that. One is the Stay Shining by lip oil by P.Louise. This is also the banana scent. Yeah, it's Go Bananas. And really nice. The packaging is a little bit obnoxious, I feel like. Yes, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but it's also like a lot. This has a really nice big doe foot applicator. This is a clear oil. It just smells and tastes like banana. Really nice. I also purchased the Catrice lip oil. This is the tinted lip oil in glowing glossing glow, and this is in 03 Glow for the Show. This and the yellow one are the ones that are not staining pink. If you are like looking for this and you're like, oh, I hate the pink stain, which I do, go for the yellow or the orange, because both of them are not staining. They're just clear, really nice, absolutely in love with these. The other shades, and I think there are 3 other shades, are all like staining pink, which if you don't like this, again, go for the orange or the yellow. because again, I don't like that either, that they like stain pink. And the third oil is the one that is the most neutral, gives a little bit of color, and this is the Sigma oil, and this is the Renew Lip Oil, and this is in tinted, if I'm not, or tint, yes, this is in tint. So damn pretty. If you want to have a little bit of color, then this range, it is the most expensive, I think, but it also again gives a little bit of color, which, I mean, that could be something for you, just saying. And then when you go to lip products or other lip products that are a little bit more like colorful, the one product I absolutely loved this year is the Catrice Plumping Lip Liner, and this is in shade 069 Manhattan. This is the one I'm wearing today. It is just beautiful. And you can tell I'm not having a lot left. This is a beautiful, I'm trying to swatch that or not. Just, you can build that up, sheer that out. Like, listen, you see this one is more built up and then sheared out. It's a really pretty color. I do enjoy the color quite a lot, and I feel like this formula is really nice. It holds up really well. Again, it's not plumping, even though the name is saying plumping lip liner, which I do enjoy. I don't like plumping, so that is really nice. And then we do have two other product types. One is a lipstick, which I absolutely love and I am obsessed. This is the Pat McGrath Nude Fantasia Satin Allure Lipstick, and the color again is Nude Fantasia. It's 648. This is more of yellow nude. I absolutely love this. This is such a pretty shade. This is the color. It's so damn pretty. So if you are in the search for a more yellow leaning nude that is not too yellow, but you know, you can wear this without any problems, I feel like this color is stunning. Again, such a pretty color. Also pairs amazingly with the lip liner. And then if you want to know what I'm wearing today, these are the Kaleidos glosses. I absolutely love these. Listen, I have 3 colors. Let me swatch this. This is the one I'm wearing. It's Skinny Dip, which is the more nude shade, which has a little bit of like a warm tone and a little bit of sparkle. Then we do have the shade Hot Pursuit, which is a little bit more cool toned. This has, I think, just cream. It's no, so pretty. This is just cream. You can see it's a little bit more rose color. This one again has a little bit sparkle, no sparkle at all. And then I also bought Free Fall, which is the whole sparkle thing, and this one is again a more grayish base, if you will, with sparkle. So if you don't like that, don't buy it. But this is, you can see, this is the color here. It's just like silver sparkle in a tube, and these are gorgeous. The color is really pretty. They do have some color. It's not too much, but it's also not showing up. So really, really pretty. I like them so much, and they're so comfortable. Let's come to the, I would say, most important part, but I mean, listen, if you love makeup, I feel like eyeshadow palettes are the most important part, if you will. I do have one shout out, and I feel like that is something that you can buy either way, and it will perfectly fit to any of the palettes in addition. And these are multichromes. These are not my multichromes, by the way. These are partly multichromes. Listen, I bought multichromes by Cleonard. I bought multichromes by like Cleonard, Uden's Eye, and Glamshop. So Cleonard, Uden's Eye, Glamshop. This is a palette I put together myself, but I had it here. And all of these are amazing. Love all of this. Cleonard is beautiful, Uden's Eye is beautiful, and Glamshop, which is, I made a video about like the different costs per gram and what I think is the most suitable. I will link that down below for the like comparison of all 3 of these brands. And I feel like there's something for everyone if you are like cheap on multichromes, or if you like, listen, I want to have the best of multichromes. If you want to have more of a topper multichrome or one with a base color, go to that video. It is amazing, and I feel like I talked about these 3 brands and the multichromes. And then we do have five eyeshadow palettes that I absolutely love this year. And I think if you know me, these will be not coming as a surprise to you, but I feel like it's so nice to have them. So let's jump right in. First one is one of the Uden's Eye palettes that they released this year. I think they released 4 or 5 palettes. No, that's not even true. They released also collaboration palettes, even more. So they released a lot this year. And my favorite palette of all of these, again, I do have the Halloween palettes by XOXO Nikki. And I have one of the permanent palettes, 2 of the permanent palettes. And one of them is the Jewels and Gems palette. This is a permanent like palette, as well as the green one, which was Stone and Rock. And this one, listen, when I got this, I could not put that down. And this is because, let me make that clear, the other one, Stone and Rock, is in the same permanent line, but this is like the other one is a green toned palette. It's green, it has some neutrals, amazing. But this one in particular has my attention because you can do so many things with it. It has blues, it has greens, we can go in the brown direction, neutrals, beautiful shimmers. We do get like a mauvey color as well. We have this beautiful deep like burgundy or purple. Like this color story just makes so much sense, and you can do so many things with it. Again, you can go into a more bluish direction, a more greenish direction, a more dirty gold direction. So many things you can do with this, and that's why I absolutely love this, and I couldn't put that down. So if you are on the market for a palette that is super versatile and can do a lot of things, and you're from Europe, maybe you know, think about Uden's Eye and the Jewels and Gems palette. The only thing is the names, because listen, I always get it twisted. It's not a good thing. Other one is one I discovered this year, and the brand I discovered this year, or tried it this year the first time, and that is the Give Me Glow, and this is the Butterfly Vibes palette. I feel like I raved about this palette quite a lot because, again, it is super versatile. You do have cool tone pinks, warm tone pinks, cool tone greens, warm tone greens. We do have yellow, brownish shade, so you can go in a more neutral direction. The only thing that is missing in this palette is one for the inner corner, at least for me, because I'm pale AF, so that is the only thing. We do have beautiful and stunning shimmers. Again, good variety on that as well. So I feel like I can do so many things with this palette. We do have one really deep, like plummy brown that can be used with all of the shades in the palette. Again, beautiful, stunning, totally worth the purchase. And again, it's also a small palette, so it's not like a big palette. You could travel with this if you wanted to. The palette I used, I feel like the most, I used in all different occasions. I used with friends, I used with family, I used with the multichromes I talked about, is definitely the Empowered by Huda Beauty. Listen, I know. This one, I was caught by surprise, to be honest. It's not a perfect palette, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this is a palette where I can go into a more cool tone approach. I can go into a more warm tone approach. I would have loved to have like a few of these shades, wouldn't be so similar, but in general, also again, the shimmers are quite stuck, but it's not a problem, guys, because I'm not using most of the shimmers. Yes, of course I can, but I probably use them with other shimmers, more fun shimmers, multichromes, and this is an amazing base like color palette. I use this, of course, mostly in my work life, where I probably used most of my neutral looks. But yeah, we do also have 2 liner shades, a black and a deep brown, which works amazing as a base color as well as liner, or even as a liner base. And yeah, I do enjoy this palette so much. Again, mostly to put underneath one of the more like shimmering or like multichrome shimmers, but again, it works amazing. Definitely highly recommend. And the last 2 palettes are both by Cosmic Brushes, which I did discover this year. I have on Cosmic Brushes, by the way, today as well. This is the Winter Wonderland palette. I mean, look at this multichrome, so pretty. And the both palettes I used and loved the most are both of these, Delicious Delights and Muse palette. Again, the Muse palette was the one that started the passion, if you will, this year. And this is just such a pretty, like, neutral, colorful palette. You do have a great option of neutrals. You can go in the color world. I would go with this palette if you like, listen, I do want to go into a little bit of color, like nothing too intimidating, nothing too like scary, because I'm a beginner. I feel like this palette is amazing because we do have a lot of neutrals, but we also have like deeper tones that can be used in the outer corner, and great tones together with them. Like this color here, this is so stunning. I absolutely love this. Again, this one is also so damn pretty. Like it's so pretty, and we can go in a really deep and light direction, which I absolutely love. And this one is again a beautiful, I would go with neutral, again, everyday palette, if you will. And then if you like, listen, I do want to have the big shebang, then go with the Delicious Delights. Delicious Delights is one of the prettiest palettes. Like listen, first of all, we do have a multichrome in here as well. This one is horrible, and I mean, like, look at the multichrome, guys. This is horrible. I'm not sure why, but this is horrible to like film because it just did not show the real colors. But these are so vibrant and pretty and beautiful, and I feel like all of the bigger palettes, at least the first three, which is the Serenity, Muse, and the Delicious Delights, work amazingly together. Listen, you could like hold all of three of these and have a whole arsenal of palettes that would be like perfect together. You can create like colorful looks as well as like muted looks with these palettes. Amazing, absolutely love this, and I feel like it is in my ranking. If you want to see that as well, I will link it down below. Quite high, just saying. I feel like these were all the products I absolutely loved this year the most. They are of certain like things I loved last year as well. So if you want to see, I will link that down below, the last year's favorites as well. I also did a video where I talked about the like if these favorites from last year are still favorites. And listen, little spoiler, most of them are. Most of them are really favorites even a year after, which again is amazing. And I didn't talk about eyeliners because those eyeliners were from 2022. I'm still loving this, still using this. Again, if you want to see that, I will link it down below. So I hope you really enjoyed this video where I talked about all the products I loved in 2023. What are the products you absolutely loved in 2023? Please leave it down in the comments, because listen, I want to see what you love and then maybe buy it and review it and see if I like it as well. So again, please leave down a comment what of the products you can live without in 2023. And yeah, if you aren't already, please subscribe to this channel. I upload 3 times a week. We do have fun with color, and I would love to have you here in my small little YouTube family. So yeah, I wish you a beautiful week, a beautiful start in the new year, because tomorrow is the 1st of January 2024. Oh my god, listen, I'm not ready. I'm telling you, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So I hope you enjoyed this. And again, we see us in the new year. So bye, guys.